Yeah. First of the month, I'm a running back. Ay. Same day, why I'm a running back. Friday, payday, running back. Ay. Running back, running back, running back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the San Antonio Express. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
59, Mike, 59, Mike, check, 59. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, Wilson. This is brought in by Hardy. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered. And then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. 4 yards on the dump off at 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I got
it. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
That's another San Antonio 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, and this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
You waiting? 59. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Now Wilson on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Lambo is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready, 8, read. Check back. Lunch 59, lunch up. I got Leo. Check. Lock it, twist. Watch twist. Switch. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rodriguez. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 90, walk. Fast track. Go! Mike, check, 59.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Holmes has got it complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Ready, 50, plant.
They'll run on first down. Sanchez. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Stay with your man. Mike, check, 59. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check out route. Hot. Switch. Hard. Begin. Showing up. And go.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have...
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Check 59, Mike. Blue dog Corkers. Blue dog Corkers. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Delta. Watch the twins. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Dog dog. Check 31. Slam. 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 Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Khalil Mack. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
3 down, 3 down. See it. Go. Check 13. I said it. Let's go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken short. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go, fellas.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make. The defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's something, some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Say it. Watch the eye. Leo.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Rodriguez. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And it coughed it up, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more of the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
They go play action here on first down. This is caught, and he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. DJ Moore, 27 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 21-17. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because of what...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney, excellent job on that play. A big loss, 18 yards. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. Boy, that went straight out of bounds, and that will set the return team up in the red zone already.
Blue lady! 59. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
On first down, it's Hardy. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now it's Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
59. I'm on.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hardy. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Lambo on for the extra point. And that one gives him a 3-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mike Ford, watch the run.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Express 24, Browns 21.
Let's go. Exit. Third and base. Let's go.
Three down. Hey, check. Three down. Check. Crunch.
49. Check 49.
Back to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Six guys. Check six guys. Check three. Check four. Check five. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Tight dog.
Second and 2. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. you're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd down, it's Sanchez. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man has got it. It's complete. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, 49 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards.
And the Browns 1st down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Roll out. Hey, Echo. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Now.
And here comes comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's second down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Sanchez. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be fourth down now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 37-yard line.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
At the 46-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And they give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hardy. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time. As they're on him quickly once more. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Red
The Browns' drive about to get started. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make